Hi guys, today I have two implementations of the MQ6050 sensor on my MicroRC system, the MRSC stabilization control system and the self-balancing robot. On both vehicle types, a potentiometer to allow some adjustments of the MQ6050 parameters is very useful. The required potentiometer model for the 4-channel transmitter already exists. So let's integrate such a potentiometer inside the 2-channel car-style transmitter. First we need to tap an M2 inside the potentiometer. The next step is to make a custom-made 6mm knob with M2 on the lathe. The knob is now ready for assembling. It is secured with a bit of Loctite 243. The potentiometer is now assembled and the next step will be to find a suitable location to mount it inside the transmitter. So let's start to disassemble the transmitter. Now we are in. The required analog input 6 wire is already existing. The potentiometer could be mounted on the back side. I think a better location would be below the batteries on the front side. So now let's remove the electronics. For more details about this Arduino based electronics, have a look at the video link above and in the description. The innards are now removed and we will be able to work on the housing. Now let's mark the center position of the required hole for the potentiometer knob. Now we want to drill a small pilot hole. Looks like the position is okay. Now we drill a bigger hole. This hole is still too small, so we have to enhance it until the knob fits inside. It is still too small, so we have to take another 0.5mm. Just a little bit. Okay, done. Looks like the potentiometer fits nicely below the batteries. potentiometer is a little bit thicker on one side, so we need to glue a shim inside the housing. Now we need to drill a hole for the wires. This cable uses the same connector type as the original potentiometers inside the transmitter. The potentiometer is now glued with 2-component glue. This needs to be done very carefully, so that the shaft will be able to rotate afterwards. Next step, preparing the wires. Now we are ready to solder the wires to the potentiometer pins. Okay, but will the battery still fit? Yes, it seems to be okay. The ground and VCC wire for the new potentiometer were added off camera. Those 3 wires are now soldered to a connector. Now we want to bring the swing tubes into position. Now we are ready to reconnect the wiring. Now let's insert the batteries and do a first function test. Let's switch to the correct channel for this car. Steering works, throttle also works, fine. Now we want to do a first potentiometer function test with the self-balancing robot. As you can see, the behavior of the PID controller can be adjusted with the potentiometer. Finally, we want to secure the potentiometer and the wiring with hot glue. The next step will be to change the receiver code. Here you can see that I have implemented the potentiometer 1 variable in the receiver code. This is MRSC off, fully on, and medium. So now let's do a little drift session. If you like this video, hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications. Bye!